So it will be a reintroduction again. Okay, hi all, I'm Varun. So you can call me from today as CA Varun. Thank you. Sure. So my CA journey was a bit a roller coaster, especially after inter, because my inter was hit by COVID. So that attempt got postponed. Luckily, I got much time to study. Then cleared in November 2020. Then after that, I started my articleship in Big Four. So I'm still continuing my articleship. It gets over in March. How many of you among you are still doing your articleship and then going through your CA final classes? No one. Okay. Oh, is it? Okay, fair enough. Well, you'll be in that position not very shortly, right? Great. So intermediate, I guess the syllabus has changed. Maybe the structure has changed, but still the core remains the same. It's the same dedication that you will have to put in. It's the same focus that you'll have to give in. Hurdles will be there everywhere. It's just that how you cope up with that. I just want to give you a few advices, which I know most of you don't like it. So whatever classes you listen, maybe be consistent with that. Schedule yourself some time, maybe early morning or late evening, so that you know you do your part of your revision. You get to know what you're studying and what goes in within you as an input. So that is what saves you at the end of the day during the exam, not everything what you have listened in your classes. It will be your notes, your preparation at the time of exam. But for that, or the backup will be the classes that you have listened, the hard work that you have put during the classes. Be consistent with your work, be focused. It doesn't mean that 24 hours, 7 days a week you should be always studying. Just give yourself some time, relax certain time. Keep your mind in a way that you're focused on CA also. You do some leisure activities so that you don't get frustrated, don't kind of lose up on your health, especially your mental health. So when doing my CA inter, probably that COVID time, it had impacted most of us, that the exam was postponed. Probably 4 times they said that the exam would be postponed. So it wasn't mentally, but we never gave up. We kept on preparing ourselves. Then ultimately it was November attempt that would decide our fortune. Then later on, CA final, I guess now with this batch, at least this 2020 onwards, you have the luck or maybe the advantage of taking both online and offline classes. So manage your time, see how it is capable with your daily routine. If you're able to attend the physical classes, great, fantastic, you can do it. That's the best way to learn. If not, you can take up the online classes. Be it for any other reason, you can take up your Google Drive classes, but ensure that you keep on interacting with the teacher as much as possible, so that you get to know how they teach and what exactly are they trying to make, what exactly are they teaching you. So that is one way. But as soon as you finish all your subject, ensure that probably inter, right? So you guys will have some time for your exam preparation. Just before you start your exact exam preparation, before you give dedicate yourself for complete exam focus, try to give some 2 mock papers, be any previous year papers or any previous year MTPs or RTPs. That shows you in what position you are. I know you all will, even I also failed in those mock papers, but that gives you the knowledge that you know where you lag. So that will be your main focus point during your study leave for exam. When you focus on your exam, ensure that all the pitfalls that you have seen earlier, you cover it up. And rest all, you'll have to revise it, because those are also part of your syllabus. Those will also determine what will be the fate in your exam. So, but you have this ABC in costing, right? So what is the focus that you give? Like 80% of value comes from 20% of items. So that's what. So your pitfall might be 20%, but that would be your 80% of value in that syllabus. So ensure that you schedule your way in such a manner that you know where you lag, you cover it up. So give it a daily routine for those items where you know, okay, I can manage this. Maybe you can do it on a fortnight basis or on an alternative basis. And for those concepts or those chapters or those syllabus where you know that sure shot I can do it, you can do it once a week or maybe twice a week. So ensure that you do all this. But a guide or maybe the one formula to clear any exams would be solving the past papers or solving the MTPs and RTPs of that. So don't be scared to do that. Do it legitimately, do it with determination and have your focus. You get to know where you fail. So only once you know where you fail, you will know how to pass it. So that's all I just wanted to let you know. If there are any specific questions, maybe you can let me know. Probably through my experience, what I have gone through, I can let you know how to deal with it or anything.
How did you get into Big Four or the articles?
It was
Once you can repeat the question.
You can repeat it. Okay.
You
Okay, so the question is, how did I get into a Big Four for articleship? Yeah, as soon as I cleared my inter, probably it was through their hiring system or the hiring protocol like that. I sent my resume over there. So we had sets of interview rounds, and then before that we had a quantitative test as well. So clearing those, I got into it. Any other specific questions or theory subjects? So that's a good thing. So even in, so the question here is how to cope up with theory subjects, right? I would suggest theory subjects to keep it, or maybe you can start preparing or take up the classes close to the exam, maybe to the end, just before you do all your the subjects, law and other things, which will have consistent changes in it. Just before that, you complete all your theory subjects. You should ensure that if you lag in theory, maybe your retention capacity is low, or maybe you'll not be able to remember everything. Start making small notes. Every day, dedicate an hour or 2 hours for each chapter, or probably for each concept. Just get to know what the concept says. Start preparing every day. So give those theory subjects time each day, so that by the end of the time when you start preparing for your exam, okay, 60 to 70% of the theory portions have covered it. So next you can focus only on those exam set of questions, or you get to know what pattern the questions will be asked, what will be the major focus when the examiner asking the questions. No doubt that they will follow it throughout for your attempt or for the subsequent attempt, but it just gives you a heads up that okay, this is what would be asking theory. Maybe you can focus a lot on that. Then on the other part, you can give some 2 or 3 revisions constantly. So that way you'll have to push in theory. So that's the hardest part in any exam, theory, but it is a scoring part as well, because you get it right, you get the full marks, and if you don't, probably you'll lose everything. So ensure that theory you don't kind of neglect it, because it could be a savior between 1 or 2 marks, which could determine your fate in the exam.
What's your area of specialization?
So I currently work in audit. I'm fully dealt with statutory audit and tax audits. So that's where I'm keen as well. So probably once you complete your inter, then you can choose your area of specialization, be it tax or be it maybe reporting and consulting or audit or anything. So ensure that you choose such a specialization which you like it, not just by force or maybe some other factors, which you wish to continue post qualification as well, so that it builds your career as well.
So how did you decide?
So audit was something, so me and my friends, when we spoke up as to what area do we choose, everyone told like India, maybe we'll get into accounting, few said we'll get into tax. I was like, audit, right, it covers entire aspect of everything, be it some part of accounting. So typically you audit the financial statement, which means you should have knowledge of everything. So which means audit gives you a concept, or maybe it covers the entire thing in the C as a commerce student, be it your financial reporting or taxes or costing. So I chose that because at the end of the day, if I want to switch the field, maybe it could be a life savior for me. If I don't want to switch, or if I could switch, I know I have a backup of audit. So which means it gives me a knowledge of other areas as well. So that's why I chose audit. There's one question. Which one type of preparation is best, going with 1-by-1 paper or mixed with 2 subjects in a day? Okay, the mode of preparation is what they're asking. Should you study a paper in a day or 2 papers in a day? So I would suggest go with 2 papers, because doing a 1 paper in a day will keep you monotonous, and maybe you'll be dedicated for some 3-4 hours. That's it. Even though with breaks also, if you take the effective time 3-4 hours, you will give it to that subject and you'll lose your concentration. So which means the rest of the day, if you still focus on that subject, you'll lose it. So there's no point doing that. Instead, maybe you can divide your time in such a way that you can focus on one subject in the morning and one in the evening. So for my CA final preparation, I took up 3. So morning, one routine of 5 to 6 hours would be maybe, let's say FR. Then other afternoon routine, because after lunch we know we all will dose up. So I took some practical subject like tax or SFM. Then the evening part, then I took theory subject in specifically. It could be audit or SCMP, which we had. So that way I planned my preparation. So once you do your revision, probably once you do this right, after you complete your one leg of revision, I suggest you straight away go and give your mock papers. Try solving as much as questions. So which means when I divide my 3 sets of day, one set I kept for solving question paper itself in the morning session, then afternoon and evening it was for other subjects revision. So that way you'll be able to manage your time. You get to know what time you'll do it. But as soon as the exam nears, ensure that your question paper solving session, whatever you do, what question papers you solve, anything, ensure you follow the actual examination that ICAI would give, be it the timings of it or be it the mode. Let's say at what time the question paper will be given, how many time, or I mean how much time will they give you to read, and at what time they'll collect it. So have that in mind. Ensure that you are preparing yourself for the exam as well, for that syllabus, but also the environment which the exam creates. There is another question. Okay, Radha has asked, how did you manage your time with articleship? It's difficult to manage our time with articleship, but anyway, you'll have to give up something to gain something. So I gave up my time during articleship. I gave my sleep so that I want to be this day at this moment. So you'll have to do that anyway. If not today, if you can't do it today, tomorrow you'll definitely have to give it. So choose the time wisely. So just give your time today so that tomorrow you'll be happy. So you'll have to do it. You can't say no. At least an hour or 2 hours in a day will definitely help. It's like something is better than nothing. So you can do that. Next question is, suggest a technique to come out from distraction while studying. So distraction, okay, what kind of distraction?
Social media.
If social media is only the distraction, then I guess the solution is with you guys itself. So you can either you can shut down your phone, throw it somewhere for 4 months, or your study time, leave it. Or if you know I can manage this with your social media interaction, then you can. So I never throwed away my phone. I'm not on any social media application or any social media website. Only I use is WhatsApp. That's it, just for interaction. That's it. So definitely, but if there are other kind of distraction, be it, let's say you have some girlfriend, boyfriend, maybe you have some work at home, maybe you want to meet your friends or something, ensure that you restrict it, because you know you have an objective to achieve and you'll have to give up something. So you'll have to make up your mind. Ensure, maybe try keeping a schedule. Maybe for one day you say that, okay, for this hour I'll not use my phone, you don't use it. Or let's say for using a phone, be on a specific place at your home. Let's say to use a phone, maybe you can stay in the living room, and once you get onto your study room, just keep away your phone, so that the environment builds you in such a way that, okay, that location is specifically only for one purpose, and so that you don't get distracted anywhere. Then what is your opinion on taking up both the groups separately? See, as long as it depends on you. If you're confident enough, if you're willing to give your 100% or more than that for both the groups together, I'll urge you to take it. If you want to take up groups separately, that is also advisable. So ensure that when you say that you're going to give only one group, ensure that you give your 100%, because if you just lose, if you just lose that one group in one attempt, probably it will pull you down for the other group as well. So you don't feel like okay, taking an attempt for other group or start preparing for other group. So this is what I've seen with my friends. They gave that one group, they failed in that. So the next attempt they said what to do. First group I have failed. What should I do? Should I take up second group and give it, or should I continue with first group? The problem is when time flies away, we all will get stressed up, and we don't know when are we going to complete. So I suggest give your 100%, because at this age, probably at this time, you don't have anything else than preparing for this. It's just you're building your career ahead. So ensure you give your 100% for both the groups, but worst case, if you're not able to do it, ensure you focus on that group which you are confident enough. Try to give your 100% and ensure that you clear that, so that the other group, you will be motivated enough to clear the other group as well. Next, what is your opinion? Okay.
That's right.
So you're asking me what is my working hours, right? So don't ask me that working hours. So because of this hybrid model that we have in all the power threads, if you want to work, if we go at office, it would be usually from 10 till 6:30. But let's say if you choose the option to work from home, you don't have a specific working hours for that. So you will be pulled in at any time. But the advantage of whatever it is, only it is at this point in time you will be able to do that, right? You will experience this. But on a later stage, when you just look back, it will just be a moment, like a snap that you passed it. So ensure you manage your time appropriately, because since I have cleared my exam, probably I'm after my exam, now I'm giving most of the time to work. But while I was preparing for my CA final, I just said that, okay, I'll be working only from 10 till 6 or 6:30 maximum. That's it. So after that, I'll not be working. So that's how you'll have to manage it. There is some... Can you please tell how to manage college and CA together? It depends on which college you're going to. I know I come from a college which is next to this campus. So I know, and especially I had been in BCom F&A. So I know how it feels to manage BCom F&A and Inter, everything. So ensure if your entire focus is on CA, you know that you are sure going to give you 100% on this. Just give it. Dream about your college. That's it. Enjoy your time in college. You know, all the CA papers will help you to pass in your BCom papers. There will be only some theory papers. It's fine. They'll pass you. It's not that they are going to fail you. They will also, all the colleges will have some minimum pass percentage to get their certification. They'll ensure that, but ensure that you don't get into a situation that you'll be in a fixed kind of sandwich between both of it. So you'll have to choose your priority. That is what the biggest decision that you'll have to do at the end of it. Regarding articleship, big four or small firm, which is best, it depends on you. If you want to, I mean, if you're focused on taking a practice post qualification, then I suggest get into a small firm or a mid-sized firm. Or if you want to be in employment or kind of a industry, then I suggest big four, because the work culture that you do suits the qualification that you want to do. I mean, the career that you choose post qualification. So based on that, I suggest you to choose what firm you get into. So at the end of the day, ensure you manage your time. So that is one thing very important. Then another question is, did you make a detailed schedule before, and how did you stick with it? Yes, I have made my schedule. I told you, right? So I had 3 phases in a day, which I stuck on, right? There were days where I was not able to complete it, but it's fine. You will have some 2 days. It's not that every day is going to be a Sunday. You will have it, but it's just that breathe in that moment, go forward. The only objective in your head should be your exam, clearing the exam. That's it. So nothing should be stopping in you in between. Even though you fail in your mock papers, even though you are not able to do well in one day, or you were not able to prepare in as much as you wished or as you planned in one day, doesn't mean that your exam you are going to fail. Just a day in your life. So next day you can give extra efforts and do it. So nothing to worry about it.
Yeah, are you planning to continue on this corporate job, or will you start a CA firm in future?
I don't think practice is suited for me, because practically now, you know, right? So we are not allowed to advertise ourselves. So that's the CA regulation that we have. Over and above that, you will, I guess, in order to start practice now, you need to have experience from a FCA of 5 years. So after that, to build up on your connects and all, to get the networking, so that is very much difficult. So it's like you'll have to give almost 10 to 12 years, everything all day to your practice. So you'll not have your personal life, you'll not have your family time. So choose your career wisely. And I guess if you want to set up a practice, ensure you, if at all you guys want to, maybe get into a partnership with the established firm, so that networking will not be a problem. So otherwise, then all the experiences that you do, you'll gain from your articles. So that will be wonderful. Probably how long you took to complete the CA journey? It was this was my first attempt. So I cleared it CPT, then CA Inter, and then CA final. So that's how it went. You know, it's just staring at me, but it just went like this. Huh?
How old are you?
It turned 22 last December. Well, I was not supposed to say that. Are you planning for further studies? Yeah, let's see. So I guess that's all. We have questions from the live. Anyone from here? Any specific questions? Fine then. I'll take a leave. So all the best to you guys.
Thank you.
Do well in it. Just one more thing. So I mean, people who don't wear specs and who have good hair, I'll be jealous with you guys because as you go on with your CA journey, there are two things that get in additional is what they say. Either you will get into get one pair of specs, or you will probably use some other hair treatment very shortly. So, but this is a beautiful. But this is a beautiful journey. So, apart from studies, enjoy your life as well. So I know it's hard to say it, but I did it. So give yourself some time. Spend time with your loved ones as well, with your family and anyone. Just ensure that you maintain that focus. You have the balanced life, and you're determined to do this. What you're planning. So if at all you want to quit, that's the worst case scenario. I don't suggest anyone to do that. But if at all you want to quit, take the decision wisely. Take it at the time which is relevant, which will not affect your career as well. So that's what I just wanted to say. It's fine even if you fail once. So that's what I say. It is better to fail before the actual exam than failing the actual exam. So that's what we were focused on. Maybe that's how we were taught. So that's why we were made to write so many exams, so that we get to know, we know what's the pain of failure. So at least that keeps us awake to pass the examination. And you guys have the advantage of technology now, at least. Even I only used the technology in the last phase of my CA career, but now you have it for entire thing. So use it wisely. Ensure you enjoy this journey, and I'll be waiting to meet you all in that CA family. Thank you.
Question. Did you take coaching for final also, or did you study on it?
Okay. So the question is, did I take coaching for CA final as well or study on my own? It depends. So I actually took coaching for all the papers except audit. Audit I did on my own. Because if you are able to give that much of time, see, I'll tell you practically, if you want to study on your own, to complete one paper, it takes 6 months to have a detailed study if you're studying on your own, because at one gas you'll not be able to understand anything. So I prefer, probably you can take if at all you have constraint of time, you take a fast track class, you prepare your own notes, then maybe you can do your exam preparation as well. So what I did was, I took all the classes for subjects which has bare act. I referred only that. I took the classes, I understood the concept, but I studied only from the bare act. For corporate law, for direct taxes, for indirect taxes, and for financial reporting, for which we have Ind AS. You guys have ASIS, right? So you'll have the bare acts in MCA portal for corporate law. Other laws also will have it over there. And Ind AS and AS, you have the you'll have it in the MCA website. So once you get into the ebook, you'll find it over there. For direct taxes and indirect taxes, you have to get into CBTT website. So when you, at least this is for CA final specifically, I'm saying, not that you'll not have to do in CA inter as well. If you do it, follow for CA inter, it will be very good. If you study from the bare act along with the notes that your teachers are giving, I mean, from a professional perspective, you will be set in your exam. It is assured that you will pass. There's no way that you're going to fail. So if at all you fail in that, which means you yourself are not right, the syllabus is right. So that's all I want to say. So taking up classes, not taking up, it's up to you. It depends on your capacity of learning. So I had a bit of low capacity of learning, so I took classes. But anyway, I cleared at the end of the day. That's what matters. So I'll take my leave now. So happy learning. Enjoy. Thank you. So if at all you want anything, maybe you can let Sandesh sir know. He'll reach out to me.
Yes,
Sure. Yeah. Thanks. Bye.
Guys, I know you are eagerly waiting for class. But it's still a nice moment for us. I thought it's our duty to kind of honor this buddy for today. Okay, so we just have a small token of appreciation from our end, which Christopher will be presenting. Have a big round of applause. One plus one alternative. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. Hope you got inspired. If not by us, at least by our superstar. Yeah.